Happy New Year. I am Simran, publisher and steward of 1111 Magazine and 1111 Talk Radio. I want to wish you the most glorious 2018 to come. It is an 11 year. If you add up the numbers 2, 0, 1, and 8, you will get an 11. And what that means is complete mastery. It means really diving into your physical, your emotional, your mental, and your spiritual, and standing embodied as the master. And so it's not about learning, it's not about healing, it's about ownership. It's about owning that you are mastery. 10 years ago, I began this magazine, and it has been a beautiful, beautiful journey. This issue is Sound of Silence. And that is so, so powerful, especially right now, because typically at the beginning of a new year, it's all about setting goals and resolutions and what you're going to achieve for the year. And there's a lot more energy of that this year, and it is a little bit of a shadowy energy. So I wanted to let you know that all this anxiousness and desire to move and be and get things done and all of that is a bit of what you're picking up in the atmosphere, which is why we have created some of the weather conditions that we have, why some of the situations are going on early on in January to kind of slow us down and make us stop, so that we really understand and focus completely on what it is that our soul fulfillment will be, not just what our egoic mind or personality or identity might want in the outer world. It really is about our inner world. And it's about what will fulfill our soul. 1111 Magazine has always been devoted to the journey of the soul. So I'm not going to speak to your personality. I'm not going to entertain your identity. I am not going to be the one that is going to goad your ego. I am going to speak to the romance of your soul and what it has come here for. So I want to dive right into the January, February issue of 2018, and it's jam-packed with some beautiful, beautiful people. I love celebrating individuals, and this issue came together wonderfully. Or Juliana J. She is from Ireland. She is a woman that does signposts from the soul. She is a scribe, and she has a beautiful piece on silence, enlightened silence. So I hope you'll dive into that to help anchor you into the quieter voice inside that helps you understand what it is you're here to do. There is Carola Eastwood. She is talking about the new astrology. She dives into the work that she and her husband, Jiten Parkin, do, which is around human design, and how we each have a blueprint that we are here to not just listen to from an astrological perspective and when we go to astrologers, but truly that is unfolding and flowering within us as our own blueprint. So you can dive into her article and check out the work that they do as well. Dr. Jeff Nixa is talking about shamanism. And as the time passes and we go more and more into what feels like technology and expansion and progress, what we're really being turned back towards when it comes to a soul perspective is the earth and nature and our connection. And he speaks about shamanism and how we can return to that conversation, that approach, and that perspective. Favorites, Monty Farber and Amy Zerner. They have been 1111 Magazine and 1111 radio features quite a few times, and they are back at it again with something fun. It is around astrology and food, and so it is about the signs and the seasons, and they've done a beautiful job of putting together a beautiful cookbook along with some of the foods and different things that are vital for different times of the seasons. They're playful, they're energetic, they're creative, they always do something spectacular, and they do so much more. So you want to check out all of the work that they do as well. Jonathan Goldman and his wife Andy Goldman. Jonathan is one of the pioneers when it comes to vibrational tone and sound, and he has incredible music. And they've come out with a new book called The Humming Effect, and I think you're going to want to check it out, because who doesn't love to hum? Well, you'd be surprised at all of the benefits that come from humming. And in the silence is where those types of things start to emerge. Our inspiration emerges whether it comes to color or light or art or painting or harmony or humming. It is going to emerge from that space of silence, and that is going to be the deep stirring of the soul. Muni Natarajan is one of the features this issue, and I love his artwork. It is beautiful. He was a monk for 37 years, and he does really, really beautiful, intricate artwork that you can get by originals or prints, and you'll see some of those features in there. But on top of that, he has an incredible book called Into the Eye, And for people that really want to do the work of this year, Into the Eye is one of those books that will take you in there, because it is about yoga from this perspective of yoking life, not specifically the perspective of just the physical, but actually integrating all of life. So definitely check him out. Here, Anna Gatman, she is talking about the different levels of how we can become empowered, and how we have 4 keys to living. And those are the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. So definitely check out her work and her new book. And she's recently done a TED Talk. I'm not sure if it's up and out yet, but you might want to look up TEDx. Then Jennifer Ruth Russell is a musician. I had the pleasure of being with her as one of the keynotes at the World Congress of Illumination this past year with Patricia Cota-Robles, and her music was beautiful and delightful, and she is too. And so I know you're going to want to get to know about her music, and all of her abundance mastery. Scott Stabile is about big love, and Scott is someone that's real and raw, and he's someone that writes about what we're all dealing with in the world today and how to still have love, not just love, but big love. So I want to thank my partners that are always supportive and sharing the work, and also allowing me to be on their platforms. And that is Dream Vision 7 Radio Network. Deborah Beauvais and her team are incredible. And they do a section called Evolutionary Voices that I'm on, and it's powerful. It has to do with the social and sacred activism that we are here to embody in this world. And a lot of the shows there focus on that, along with the other shows that are on Dream Vision 7 Radio Network. My longtime network for the last 10 years, Voice America Empowerment and Voice America Health and Wellness. I can't say enough about that family and that team, and how they're there for me every single week and help me create great shows. Week by week, we create some really, really powerful information that goes around the world and hits so many hundreds of thousands of listeners each and every week and each and every month. And it is an honor to interview many of the people that I do on that show. Finally, the New Thought channel. It is a new channel. It is the Netflix for New Age or New Thought. And so if you're looking for some positive media to balance out some of the other human type media that is coming out, you might want to check them out. It is a wonderful subscription to have to really empower and enlighten you. So thank you to all of them. And as usual, I always have my pieces within the magazine. I always have a piece on forgiveness, a prayer piece, an intention piece, a piece on anchoring into love, my Beyond the Illusion piece to help deepen you into where I've been and help take some wisdom from that, and my editor's letter. So definitely take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest. And finally, 1111 is on audio, and that is my focus as I move forward. And I hope that you'll dive into it, because it's quite integrative. It's beautiful. I include meditations each month, intention statements each month, powerful articles, interviews, and life coaching. I wanted to offer a way that people could get their life enhancement and the life coaching and the support each month without paying an arm and a leg, and just have a continual practice that continues to deepen them. And so definitely check that out. You can try a free sample, or you can go ahead and get 3 months free by getting the annual price of $99 for the year, or you can do $11 a month. So just whatever suits you and fits for you. And last but not least, it is also a time for raising the vibrations of our bodies, for lightening us up, both in consciousness as well as in our physicality, and to release that density, to get more brain clarity, to allow the toxicity to leave. I have set up a 4-part video series on wellness. You can find free access to that on the editor's letter page. And as you proceed through that, if you want to go further and really support your body along with your mindset, I offer an additional free 30 days of a multi-body vitamin that I provide, along with some wonderful women providing some additional information on how to really support your body if you decide to go ahead and move forward and do a 30-day detox. And so I hope you'll join us. I hope you'll partake in the magazine in bits and pieces or at full length, whatever feels right for you. It's always free. It's always my gift, and it is always an honor and a pleasure. So beautiful, bountiful, best wishes for 2018. I'm always here in service, in love, of love, with love, and as love. Be well. I am Simran. I'll see you next time.